Okay. Ah, wake up the bats. Guardians. Looking good so far. But yeah. All right, guys. What is going on, everybody? You already know what time it is. Late on a Tuesday. It's time for my week 2 picks for the Stephen Rose / Steel Sermon tournaments. I almost said, you don't know how many times I've almost said Steel Maiden. I mean, even in my video last week, I swear I almost said Steel Maiden like 5 times. But hey, yeah, he changed his name, and I think he actually got a new channel now. Didn't even realize it. I just looked up Steel Sermon because I realized I hadn't seen his videos in a while, and he got a new channel. I was like, oh, okay. Good to see he's still on YouTube. I actually thought he left YouTube for some reason, but no, he's still here. Good to see. What's up, Lamar? What's going on, Jacob? Always awesome to see the common folk always in the chat when I, of course, do these. Of course, I didn't do this last week because, I didn't have internet. But I don't know if you guys noticed with my last video, it didn't look like I was filming on a potato because I kind of messed with the settings a little bit on OBS, and it actually turned out pretty good. Not sure if I can keep that. I don't know if I'll be able to stream with those settings, but yeah, we'll try it. I'm going to the Guardians game. Oh, yeah, hopefully we'll win with you there, Jacob. But anyways, I know Stephen Rose is definitely lurking, most likely. Or if he's not lurking, I can't be out here doing a 1-hour stream because that poor guy's got to sit through it. Well, although I'm probably going to put my picks in the description anyway, so he doesn't have to sit through an hour-long live stream. But for anyone chilling with me right now, shout out to you, and let's get on with the picks. So, and also going to pull up the broadcast crews for each game too, because I know that's kind of important for some people. If a game is trash, at least you want a good broadcast crew to get you through it. But let's go to week 2. Okay, we are ready to go. So, first game on the docket for us tonight. Every time I watch them, they lose. Yeah, or they're going to get blown out because you're there. Do you think we can beat Twins this weekend? I think it's possible. At least take 3 or 5. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. But anyways, first game on the docket for week 2. Got ourselves a pretty snazzy matchup. 1-0 Chargers, 1-0 Chiefs at Arrowhead. Of course, this is the Thursday night game on Prime Video. So if you're one of those people that didn't get the memo, you're out here, on Thursday night, frantically looking on NFL Network, like, where the heck's the video? Where's the game at? It's on Prime Video. So, yeah. Chargers, Chiefs should be a good one. Bovada has it a 4.5 point spread in favor of the Chiefs. It's actually kind of even. 4.5. Yeah, it's plus 4.5. No, minus 4.5 for the Chiefs. So, and then the win is minus 220. Over under is 54.5. So, I'm sure there's going to be people that take the over. This could honestly be a high scoring game. So, we'll see what goes down. But when it comes down to this game, I think these two teams are going to be at each other's throats both games, this season. But I'm going to go with the home squad, the Chiefs, because people thought, oh, yeah, Tyreek Hill's gone. The Chiefs are going to fall off. It didn't look like they fell off last week. I mean, Pat Mahomes looks as good as ever. And the thing is, with Tyreek gone, he doesn't have to essentially force feed it to Tyreek. And that's going to really open it up because he's got so many weapons over there. It's like he doesn't have to force feed it to Tyreek. And defenses can't just lock in on Tyreek now. They can't be like, oh, he's going to try to get it to Tyreek. We good. We just shut him down and we good. No, because look at all the weapons he has over there. Mahomes is like, oh, I lose Tyreek. It don't matter. I don't care. I mean, I got everybody else. And look what's been going down. Look what he did to freaking Arizona. No Tyreek, no problem. Chiefs are going to win this game. I'm going to actually say Chiefs win. I think they cover the spread. Mm-hmm. I think they win by. I mean, they could easily win by less than a touchdown. We'll see what goes down, though. But yeah, Jacob, I am ready for next week's game. But before I get to that game, I gotta worry about the Jets. Can't be overlooking the Jets, And then, of course, the broadcast crew will be the Amazon crew. So I think what is that? Kirk Herbstreit and Michaels, right? I think. Not sure. All right, moving on. We got the Sunday slot, starting with the 1:00 games. First one on the docket. 1-0 Dolphins, 1-0 Ravens in Baltimore. Last time these two teams played, I believe it was Lamar's rookie year. And when the Ravens went into Miami and they proceeded to slaughter the Dolphins, they turned them into sushi. I mean, my goodness. Now, this is going to be tougher because the Dolphins are a much improved team since then, obviously. They looked impressive in week 1, as did the Ravens. So this could be a firefight. Lamar versus Tua. Obviously, I think the Dolphins have a slight advantage at receiver with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. And they have Gesicki, too. And they have a good run game. Offensive line their offensive line's nice. Can't front, But that Raven defense is looking good, too. It's going to be a battle. But I think what it might come down to is, can the Dolphins defense get after Lamar and stop him? Because they did it last year. Remember last year? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they faced off last year. I remember that now. But I remember the first time Lamar faced the Dolphins. Now they're going to his house. Ravens for that revenge from last year. That was actually, I think that was the game where the Ravens just started to fall off. Yeah, and that was when I think one of the Dolphins linemen tried to score a touchdown. I think he tried to do a flip or something into the end zone. Didn't even count. But yeah, I think the Ravens are going to get revenge. I hate to say that, but I think they might win by like a smidge. Although the Dolphins might be able to catch them off guard a little bit. This is a tough game. This really is. Now, betting odds for this one, 3.5 point for the Ravens. Ravens are 3.5 point favorites. I could see that. Yep. And then calling this game is Kevin Harlan and Trent Green. Oh, they're going to have a blast. Whenever Kevin Harlan does a game, it's like that game could be fun. Tuna. Oh, yeah, seafood. Yeah, they turned them into seafood. Yeah. F you, Dolphin! If you watch South Park, there's a scene where a bunch of Japanese fishermen just slaughter the dolphins. If you, Dolphin! But yeah, the Dolphins, they're going to be a tough out in this game. But I got to go with the Ravens. When in doubt, you go with the home team. Ravens are, they have, revenge on their mind, and they're trying to make a statement. this year because Lamar's trying to get paid, and they're trying to show that last year was just bad luck. Because last year, I've said this on multiple occasions, you could say that they had members of Ravens Twitter in their secondary, and they were getting crushed by everybody. I mean, if we didn't have freaking Baker Fraudfield, May Fraud at quarterback in that first game against the Ravens, we win that game. If we had Jacoby in that game, we probably win. There's no way your defense forces 4 turnovers and you lose. That's very rare nowadays, it seems like. When you win the turnover battle, you usually win, unless you're trash, like we were in that game. You know? But I'll get to us in a minute. But yeah, I got the Ravens winning. I think it'll be within a touchdown. I think the first 2 games of week 2 are going to be very close. Honestly, I have a bold take. Week 2 is going to be even crazier than week 1. Mm-hmm. Now let's get a third game. My squad. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one. You already know who I'm picking. I'm not going against my team, especially against the bum ass Jets. 6-point favorites. Browns are. I'm actually impressed. That's actually pretty high. I thought it would be like lower than that. But you got to look at the situation for the Jets. In fact, let's do a little deeper digging because this is my matchup. Let's do a little deeper digging on the Jets. Something I do in my preview video. I didn't want to spend freaking half. I bet you if I did, the video would still be uploading. But you look at the Jets real quick. All right. Offensive line. George Font is starting at left tackle, according to our lads. It might be Connor McDermott. No matter who it is, you're going up against Myles Garrett. And, yeah, Joe Flacco isn't necessarily the most mobile guy back there. I mean, I called Jacoby Brissett a statue. At least Jacoby has a hint of mobility. At least he could escape the pocket if absolutely necessary. Joe Flacco has absolutely no mobility whatsoever. And you're going to have the likes of Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney. Heck, I would even say Alex Wright or Isaiah Thomas, Perion Winfrey. You're going to have the whole D-line coming after you, not to mention our linebackers. JOK, dude. I see JOK learned the classic slide cancel maneuver from Denzel Ward. This dude was damn near crawled past one of the offensive linemen from the Panthers to get a tackle. I mean, they say do anything to get to the backfield, and that's exactly what he did. Now, one thing that does kind of scare me about the Jets, their receiving corps is actually not bad. I know I didn't mention too many players in my video because I just didn't want to make any dumb errors when it comes to naming players. Because I know people probably roast me, but they have Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, and Garrett Wilson. Technically, you could say Denzel Mims, but he's, I don't think, playing because of the fact he wants out. By the way, Jets, if you want to leave Denzel Mims at the hotel and just say you can go play for the Browns, I mean, I wouldn't hate it. But they also have Braxton Berrios and Jeff Smith. So if I had to guess, Corey Davis will probably be guarded by Denzel. Or maybe that'll be Garrett Wilson. Imagine Garrett Wilson versus Denzel Ward. Oh, boy. No. Garrett Wilson versus Greg Newsome. I think they matched up a couple years ago in the Big Ten title game, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they matched up. I know Garrett was playing because that wasn't that long ago. But was Garrett like a freshman or something when they played? Couldn't have been that long ago. Let's see. We didn't make it last year, 21. In 2020, I think that was when we played Northwestern. Or was it Wisconsin again? I don't even remember. But regardless, we could see Greg Newsome against Garrett Wilson. That'd be fun. And then most likely that would leave probably whether it's Emerson or God forbid, Greedy, or the new guy, Graham, that we picked up. We might use him a little bit, or AJ Green. Whoever has got that number 3 spot will probably go up against Barrios or more. So we'll see what they do. Now you look at the tight ends, Tyler Conklin, CJ Uzama, Lawrence Cager, who used to be receiver, and then Jeremy Ruckert, another Buckeye. Running backs, Michael Carter, Brees Hall, and Ty Johnson. Okay. The defense looks solid. Franklin Myers, Thomas, and Quinnen Williams up front with Carl Lawson. And then they have decent backups like Sheldon Rankins and Jermaine Johnson, Michael Clemens, Bryce Huff. Okay, whatever. Linebackers, Quinn Williams, CJ Mosley, CJ Mosley, Williams, Quan Alexander, and Marcel Harris. Their secondary, DJ Reed, Brandon Eccles, and they have Michael Carter II, Sauce Gardner. Most likely, Sauce will be lined up against Amari. That'll be a fun matchup. At safety, Jordan Whitehead and LaMarcus Joyner. So, yeah, this is going to be a good matchup. But you know who I'm going with. You already know who I'm rolling with. I'm rolling with my Browns. I just don't know if they're going to be able to stop our rushing attack. I mean, they may be able to stop it for like a quarter or 2 quarters, or even 2.5 or 3 quarters, or heck, 3.5. But when this run game gets going, you're not going to stop them. They're going to wear you out. And by the end of the game, they'll be breaking off these long runs, and it's game over. But yeah, I got the Browns winning. Oh, you're a homer. No. Let me see. This dude says I'm breaking up. Maybe it's just your audio. I don't know. Let's see. Hey, yo. Okay. All right. But I guess that's just YouTube's way of saying, get on with it. Yeah, I know. I do be breaking up a little bit. But yeah, as long as, like the green dot is still there, so we're good. But yeah, I gotta go Browns. I have to. Even if we were playing a bad, a good team, I'd probably be like, but we're playing the Jets. People could say, oh, don't sleep on the Jets. Yeah, don't sleep on them. But that's why I think this team's going to come out with a little bit more energy. I think Jacoby, the thing about that last game against the Panthers, Jacoby missed at least 3 or 4 open targets. There was one that really got to me from the second quarter. Nick Chubb went out on a dump off pass. He would have been the safety blanket. There was not a soul in sight. The other corners were occupied. If Jacoby had thrown the ball to Nick, there was maybe one guy that would have had a chance to get him, and that was the safety. And we all know how hard Chubb is to bring down. He could have broken the tackle, and he would have scored. Probably. People have said if the Browns played better, like if these passes weren't missed, we might have dropped 30 on them. The game wouldn't have been close. Nope. It wouldn't have been close at all. And that's what really got me. I was like, But you know what? I gotta keep checking my audio. But yeah, it's week 1. They'll learn. I'm sure Jacoby watched the tape, and he probably kicked himself, knowing that we left several points on the board, off the board. We could have scored so many more touchdowns. The game wouldn't have been that close. Some people have said that we were like 3 or 4 missed passes being caught from having it be like 30 something to 7. It would have been a drubbing. And I would have been having the time of my life. But think about this. That happens, we don't see the GOAT. I'm not gonna call him the GOAT already, but we wouldn't get to see the rookie nail a 58-yard field goal in his debut. You know? So I guess it's low key a blessing, but I kind of wish that we had blown him out. Because then we could all laugh at Baker and be like, Baker sucks. But, it's week 1. You got to improve, and I'm sure they will. But yeah, give me the Browns all day over the Jets. Browns are going to go 2-0 for the first time since 1993. How about that? Now, moving on, we got the Detroit Lions 0-1 hosting the 1-0 Commanders. And my God, the Lions had me thinking they were going to come back against the Eagles. Yep, they had me thinking they were going to make that comeback. That tells you one thing. That team ain't quitting. And I think that resolve is going to earn them several wins this year. And they're facing the Commanders, and Bovada has, let me see if I can find it. Is it even in here? It might not even be in here. Oh, here it is. Lions are actually favorites. Yo, when was the last time the Lions were the favorites in a game? I personally don't remember the last time the Lions were a favorite. Now, usually the home team is by default a 3-point favorite, mostly, but they're a 2.5. And Washington's actually got a decent squad. But by golly, I think the Lions are going to do it. I think the Lions win this week, and they get their first win 14 weeks earlier than last year or something like that. 13 weeks earlier than last year. I think the Lions get the win, and they go to 1-1 on the year. Calling this game will be, let me see if I can find it. Here you are. Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma. Okay. Good. At least they have a good broadcast crew. What's up, Royce? Yes, sir. Guards won today. All right, next we got a matchup of 2 winless teams in the same division, in the only division that does not have a single win this year so far. The 0-1 Indianapolis Colts are in Jacksonville to face the 0-1 Jaguars. And the Colts have had so much trouble winning in Jacksonville recently. Part of me actually thinks the Jaguars could win this game. Betting line from Bovada is 4 points favoring the Colts. I think the Colts probably could win, but they haven't won Jacksonville in how many years now? It seems like they always lose there. They should have been a playoff team, but they lost in Jacksonville last year. Carson Wentz freaking gagged. He didn't just choke; he gagged. How do you do that, man? You were this close, and they hit you with the, you gotta be quicker than that. You gotta be quicker than that. Ooh, so close. You gotta be quicker than that. Colts 0-17? Nah, they're not going 0-17. They're gonna win games. They better. But I'm gonna go with the Jaguars to do it because they're at home, and I think the Jags can definitely win this game. But honestly, it wouldn't shock me if the Colts won this because the Colts are a good team. They are. I think Jonathan Taylor will be a key part in if they win this game. But yeah, give me the Jaguars to win this game. Commentating this game will be Tom McCarthy and Tiki Barber. Moving on, we got the Buccaneers 1-0 facing the Saints, who are 1-0. Bovada has this game 3 points favoring the Buccaneers, which is interesting. Saints looked great against the Falcons. Falcons kind of choked again, no surprise. At this point, they should just put a choking hazard logo on the Falcons, choking hazard label on the Falcons logo. But yeah, the Buccaneers are a really good team. Obviously, look what they did to the Cowboys. The Cowboys are the only team that did not score a touchdown week 1. 3 points. That's all they got. A measly 3 points. Dak got hurt, of course, for the Cowboys, so that's going to really hurt them, for the next 6 weeks, maybe more. Not a fun time to be a Cowboys fan, I'll tell you that much. But I'll get to them soon. But when it comes down to it, I always say when in doubt, go with the home team. The Saints have been the only team that beat the Bucks consistently over the years since Brady got there. And they're in the dome. They're in the Terror Dome. Give me the Saints to eke one out. Can you grade Myles Garrett's performance in Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, like Kareem B+? Well, Garrett, I'd give him an A. Maybe a solid A. I wouldn't say A+, but he could have had more sacks. If he would have had 5 or 6 sacks, I would have been A+++++. Well, actually, I'll give him an A, and then I'll give him 2 pluses because of the 2 sacks. So it's an A++. There you go. Kareem Hunt, he had a solid A- performance. And then Nick Chubb, A+ performance. Dude ran like a freaking madman. In Chubb's mind, he was back at the Rose Bowl 2018 against Oklahoma. That was the last time he faced a Baker Mayfield team, and he ran wild all over them. I just wish he would have scored. I wish he would have scored. He could have scored too, but Jacoby just either didn't look for him or he just didn't see him. I bet you he watched that play on tape and he probably wanted to punch a wall. He's like, I would have. I wish I could show you the image. Couldn't really find it before this thing started. I'm not even using OBS, as you can tell by the background and how it is. But he missed him straight up. Dude was open. Nobody around. Big action after the field goal was pointless. It was so funny because I watched the video before I started the stream of all the reactions to that field goal. And I counted maybe 7 or 8 middle fingers going at Baker from the Browns. I heard, F you, Baker, F you, so many times. I was like, that's great. That reaction from Baker reminded me of his reaction after we lost to Tampa Bay in 2018 on the game-winning field goal, no less. That was kind of like the same reaction. We tore their hearts out. Although I really wanted to blow the doors off the Panthers, and we could have. But we missed some chances. But you know what? You know who didn't miss? Cade York didn't miss. No. Cade York didn't miss at all. And you love to see it. You love to see it. So glad we got a kicker like Cade York who can easily hit it from 50 plus if needed. That's a weapon to have, and it takes the pressure off the offense because in that kind of situation with a kicker like Cade, it's just like, okay, guys, we just got to get to at least their 40-yard line. With a kicker like, I don't even know, like Cody Parkey, we would have had to get to the 25 to confidently have him kick it. Or even Seibert. Remember him? But it's like, we got a kicker now. We can easily boot it from 50 if we needed to. One analyst predicts that Cade York will break the record for longest field goal sometime this season if he keeps it up. Well, he very well could. I think he could. I want to see how he does in the dog pound, though. I want to see how he can do in bad weather. That's the ultimate test for a kicker. If he can boot like that in bad weather, he is truly him. He is that guy. But speaking of guys from Louisiana, I'm gonna go with the Saints over the Buccaneers. Something tells me the Saints are gonna beat the Bucs again. They've had their number. And you know Jameis is gonna have a little something something for his old team. Yeah, we got another revenge game here, guys. Although Jameis had revenge last year. But more revenge. Nothing like more revenge, right? But yeah, give me the Saints. Yeah, Saints over the Bucs. Bucs are 3-point favorites, but I'm gonna go Saints. And calling this game will be where you at? Here you are. Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson. That should be a fun game for them to do. All right, moving on. We only got 2 more games left in the 1:00 slot. All right, next we got, speaking of Baker, 0-1 Panthers at the 1-0 Giants. Oh, goody. We get Baker versus Danny Dimes. Oh, lovely. You just love it. But the Giants are 1-0 for the first time in who knows what, 6 years? Man. No lie, though, I was watching Bad Dog and Entertainer stream, and they were that was the most hyped I think I've seen them. I mean, man, I can just tell you, like, that had to have felt really good, especially because Saquon Barkley is apparently back. Saquon Barkley is apparently back. That's bad news for the NFC East. I'll tell you that much. He's back. But, I mean, I still think Chubb is better. Straight up. Chubb is a way better running back. But, yeah. Like, Barkley is back, and he might make things really difficult for opponents. And I know Giants fans are going to love it because without him, their offense just doesn't go anywhere. So, okay, where is it at? Where's the bet? Here it is. 2.5 favorite for the Giants. Yeah, no surprise. No surprise there. But Baker against the Giants. I mean, last time Baker faced the Giants was in the illness year where different schemes, different systems for the Giants, different coaching staff. He slaughtered their defense. But now things are different. We'll see if Kayvon Thibodeau and Azeez Ojulari play. Because if they do, I mean, Kayvon watching that tape of Miles abusing Ekwonu or whatever, and he's probably like, fresh meat. Yes, sir. Ooh. Yeah, okay. But I mean, we're talking about Myles Garrett, comparing him to freaking a rookie. Really? Comparing Myles Garrett, arguably the best pass rusher, like in this day and age, with a rookie, Kayvon Thibodeau? I think Kayvon could have a big game this week if he plays. But if he doesn't, I don't know who's going to step up for the Giants. We'll see. But in this game, I'm actually going with the Giants. Yeah. Brian Daboll is going to be 2-0 as head coach of the Giants. That's crazy. But yeah, give me the Giants over the Panthers. Joe Davis and Daryl Johnston on the call. Joe Davis going to go nuts. There's going to be a big run from Barkley or something, and this dude Davis is going to lose his freaking mind, and I love it. Didn't watch it, although the Giants scored some penalties, setting them up. I didn't watch that game. I barely watched that game. I only listened to Entertainer and Bad Dog every once in a while. I popped in and out of that stream. Giants have looked strong and their offense is improving. Yeah. Like, they actually look like they have a competent team this year. Honestly, I'm going to say this right now. If Danny Dimes looks good, they might keep him around for a couple more years. But I think the Giants are maybe 2 years away from being a legit threat in the NFC. Yeah. If you're betting this game, you have to take Giants -1.5. If you're betting the spread because it's a home game and they look good right now. Yeah. Yep. This has to be the best Giants team that they've had in a while. Like they actually won week 1, and they don't look like they're a dead team. They have a little bit of mojo going. I think they might have something cooking in New York with the Giants compared to their neighbors in the same building, where they just look like they're kind of taking it a little bit slower, and their quarterback's hurt too. But yeah, I'm gonna go Giants over Carolina. I think it'll be close. I don't think it'll come down to another game-winning field goal, but I think the Giants take it. I think Barkley runs wild again, seeing what Chubb did to him, and I think the Giants take this one by at least a touchdown or two, maybe like 10 points around there. In 2 weeks so far, the schedule has hard bets. The matchups are so good. I know. You don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, give me the Giants. And then wrapping up the 1:00 slot, we got the New England Patriots against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mac Jones, Mitch Trubisky. You got the classic coaching matchup. Bill Belichick, Mike Tomlin. Wow. We remember all the classic Brady Roethlisberger matchups, and now we get freaking Mac Jones and Mitch Trubisky. Oh, lovely. Betting line for this game is, wow, very, very, very close. It's a Patriots by 1. Patriots are favored by 1 measly point. Wow. Over under for this game is 40.5. And it's in Pittsburgh. This would be a fun game. We'll see what happens. Pittsburgh's coming off that narrow win over the Bengals, which could have easily been a tie. But they escaped again. And now they face the Patriots, who lost to the Dolphins. Again. Wow. But in this one, I'm going to go with the Steelers. Can't believe I'm saying that. Again. Ian Eagle, Charles Davis would be on the call. But I'm going to go with the Steelers to squeak it out against the Patriots. And then, of course, they will travel to Cleveland for a Week 3 Thursday night game. So that'll be fun. But now let's get into this week's 4:00 slate. There are 5 games. 2 4:05s and 3 4:25s. I'm going to start flying through these because I have already taken up about a half hour. Yeah, I think it'll be a very close game. Very entertaining. But first game we got, oh my God, this is probably the easiest game to call this week. Rams and Falcons, both are 0-1. Give me the Rams. Betting line for this game is 10.5, favoring the Rams. Take that all day long. Next, we got a battle of the NFC West. The 1-0 Seahawks with Geno freaking Smith going to San Fran/Santa Clara to face the 49ers, who are 0-1. Who would have thought the Seahawks would be leading the NFC West after week 1? Beating the Broncos because Nathaniel Hackett's a freaking genius trying to go for a 64-yard field goal. Well, first off, they out here wasting 20 or so seconds just standing around. What do we do? Hey, guys, get lined up. Come on, guys. It's like, dude, you had timeouts. You could have called a timeout real quick. Yeah, it was 4th and 5. You go for it. You try to get a little closer. But no, let's go for a 64-yard field goal. And then the funniest part is, this bozo came in his press conference, I think today or yesterday, saying, I think it was today. He said, now that I think about it, we should have went for it. And I'm thinking, duh. You should have went for it. Yeah, you probably should have. I mean, they actually said, that's actually McManus's range. So, well, you'd want to get him a little bit closer to assure that he made it, right? Right? I mean, yeah, you'd want to get a little bit closer, don't you think? Not everyone has a Cade York or a Justin Tucker who can bang it from 50 plus, right? At least you want to get a little bit closer to where you can assure yourself that he can make it. But that's the way they are. And of course, they probably would have won this game comfortably had they, scored from inside the 5 twice in a row or whatever. They had like 2 straight drives near the 1 yard line, fumbled both times. Classic Broncos. That's tough. Well, not classic Broncos. That's tough. Wow. Even Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, which, by the way, it's so weird to hear them on Monday Night Football now. They were like, yeah, we were watching the game, looking at the monitor and everything. And then they called timeout. So they did like their live shot, whatever. They did their shot like with the cameras on them, talking to the camera. And then they look out in the field and it's like, they're going for the field goal here? It's like, oh, okay. But yeah, in this game, this is tough. Niners looked good against the Bears until they just didn't. It just all of a sudden, they just couldn't get anything going in that freaking slop bucket of a stadium in Soldier Field. But I'm actually going to go Niners to get this win. The Niners are too good to go to 0-2. I got the 49ers beating the Seahawks and sending Seahawks fans back down to earth for a week or so. Calling this game will be Kevin Kugler. No, I'm not Kevin. Adam Amin and Mark Schlereth. And I know Rocha is going to this game. I know he's probably going to have some fun, hopefully. I heard it's going to rain. Again. Seems like the rain's just going to follow the Niners everywhere they go, apparently. But I'm going to go Niners to beat the Seahawks. And then betting line, I believe I already said. But yeah, Niners by 10. I did not see that. Damn. Wow. Niners by 10. Sheesh. That's nuts. They must have missed the Chiefs playoffs. Yeah. All right, but yeah, give me the Niners. All right, next we got the 425 slate, starting with the the Bengals and the Cowboys. Bengals lost in debilitating fashion, overtime loss, which could have easily been a tie after Evan McPherson missed. He absolutely shanked. I think it would have been a go-ahead field goal. And of course, the Steelers would actually do that as well. They would miss a field goal. They doink it. So we had a shank and a doink. And then finally, Boswell made the game winner. Bengals 0-1. Burrow looked like garbage. Going against Cooper Rush and the Cowboys. Yeah, that's right. Cooper Rush, not Dak. Dak is hurt. Hurt his thumb. After one of the pass rushers from Tampa Bay tried to give him a gnarly high five. And, he didn't do it right. So, no, actually, for real, though, the pass rusher was trying to knock the ball out. And Dak had gotten rid of the ball already. And his hand went boom right into the thumb and just it hurt it. So, he's out for a while. So, it'll be Cooper Rush against the Bengals. Betting line is 8 points in favor of the Bengals. And I hate to say this, but I think the AFC North actually sweeps this week. Give me the Bengals over the Cowboys in a very close game. Just because of the quarterback situation. I can't trust Cooper Rush to get the job done. If it was Dak, I probably would have said Cowboys win. But I think the Bengals win. And they're going to go to 1-1 on the season. All right. Moving on, Texans, Broncos in Denver. I think you already know who I'm rolling with. What the heck? Broncos Nation. That's right. Yeah, give me the Broncos over the Texans. The Texans are not a good team. Broncos are 10-point favorites. And by the way, calling that Bengals game is Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. Obviously, they're doing that because they didn't think that Dak would be hurt. But I mean, honestly, on paper, before that injury, we were looking at Dak versus Burrow. That would have been a good game, but now we're going to get Burrow versus freaking Cooper Rush. It could still be a good game, but I just don't know. I have no idea. And then for Houston, Denver, it'll be Andrew Catalan and James Lofton. But yeah, I'm going to go Denver. Denver's at home. Russ is trying to bounce back, and I think he will. Russ is going to cook, and the Texans are not very good. So give me the Broncos to get the job done over the Texans. All right, moving on. We have the second to last game of the Sunday slate. Raiders hosting the Cardinals. Both teams are 0-1. Betting line for this game is, if I can find it, here it is. 6 points favoring the Raiders. I think the Raiders are just going to be too good for the Cardinals, and I got the Raiders winning. Calling this game will be, if I can find it, here it is. It will be, oh, yeah, I think I already said it earlier, didn't I? Oh, by the way, for the Atlanta Rams game, I know I didn't talk about this, but for Atlanta and the Rams game, it'll be Kugler and Sanchez calling that one. So, yeah, that'll be a good game. Right. But Arizona Vegas will be Greg Gumbel and Adam Archuleta. Always loving Greg Gumbel calls games. He's a really good commentator. They must, yeah, yep. All right, moving on. Yeah, give me the Raiders. The Raiders at home, by the way. Next, we got 8:20 p.m. Sunday Night Football. 1-0 Bears, 0-1 Packers. Again, who would have thought? Right? Who would have thought? Not me. But I got the Packers rebounding. Bears look good week 1, but Packers are going to try to show out at home. Give me Green Bay to continue to own the Bears, and they're going to go to 1-1 on the year. Betting line for this game, 10 points favoring the Packers. And obviously, with this being a Sunday night game, it will be Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth on the call. And then, oh, that's good, Sentinel. Always good to see you in the chat every once in a while. But for the Monday night games, we got Titans and Bills and Vikings Eagles going on at pretty much the same time. Titans Bills will be on ESPN and Vikings Eagles on ABC. 0-1 Titans lost a heartbreaker to the Giants. 1-0 Bills, who we saw on opening night against the Rams. They went into LA and they beat the crap out of the Rams on their banner night. And I think when you look at this matchup, it'll be very tough. But I got Buffalo. Buffalo is slated to be a 10-point favorite. I think the Titans will make it close, but the Bills are just too good. They're just way too good right now. Give me Buffalo at home. And then, of course, for the broadcast, it'll be Steve Levy, Louis Riddick, and Dan Orlovsky on the call. The crew will be good for the most part. And then Vikings Eagles, it is a 2.5-point advantage for the Eagles. And calling that game, of course, will be Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, the original crew. And I think in that game, it's going to be very close. The key is, can J-Jet go off like he did this past week? He'll have to deal with Darius Slay or, Bradbury and a pretty decent defense from the Eagles. But word of advice for Jonathan Gannon, buddy. I know you're not watching because you're focusing on the Vikings, which is what you're supposed to do, buddy. And I'm a Browns fan. You don't give a crap about what another fan base's fan has to say. But word of advice for you, Jonathan Gannon, don't lay off the gas. Okay? Keep your foot on the pedal. Because you watch Minnesota, they have a whole new energy now. Whole new vibe. Zimmer's not there no more. Kirk Cousins feels rejuvenated. J-Jet just went off against the Packers. He's showing out in this game. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do his thing. And the Eagles, you're either gonna get cooked by JJ, or you might be able to at least limit him a little bit. He's gonna do something. You're not gonna completely silence him the whole entire game. He's going to get you at some point. Not to mention you have to face Dalvin Cook in them too. And that Viking defense might have a little something for you as well. But, they're going to have their hands full with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. But if I had to look at it like this, I think this game will definitely come down to, which offense can get the most done. You look at the Vikings offense, they have a very good offense. J.J. is an elite receiver. Top 5. No, not even, maybe even top 5. Top 3 in the league right now, in my opinion. And the dude is him. He's way beyond being a him. He's not that's just that guy. He is like that dude that could take over a game himself. He's like reaching like beyond elite receiver status right now. He is definitely that guy. And you know what another thing is too? Remember, Jalen Reagor got traded to the Vikings right before the season started. Wouldn't it be something if Jalen Reagor just went off in this game out of nowhere? Just to really get at Eagles fans? Oh my God. That would be something. That would definitely be something. But, talking about who I think is going to win this game, I think it'll be very close, within maybe a touchdown. And, they're very even on offense, but I think defense might be the key factor here. Eagles got a great defense on paper. In fact, let's take a look at that Eagles defense. So, yeah, a betting line is 2.5 for the Eagles. I'd be very confident in taking that. But you look at this Eagles defense real quick. This is the last time I'm going to be really doing this tonight. So up front, you got Sweat, Cox, Hargrave, and Brandon Graham. Solid front 4. Jordan Davis, Milton Williams. Okay, looking nice in the interior. Linebacker, Kaiser White, TJ Edwards, Reddick, who's a stud. Kobe Dean, who's kind of like their version of JOK. You could say he's kind of like a Walmart JOK, in a sense. But where Philly makes their money, that secondary of theirs. James Bradbury, Darius Slay, CJ Gardner-Johnson. At safety, you have Marcus Epps with Johnson. And then you have Avonte Maddox at nickel. That's a pretty good secondary, if I do say so myself. It's going to be tough for Minnesota. And honestly, I think the Eagles squeak it out. I think the Eagles cover, and I think they win this game. Yeah. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles to win this game at home, and they're going to improve to a very impressive 2-0, both in overall and over the the NFC North. Yep. I think they will continue to improve, and they're going to be a good team, especially if they can get that run game going. Now, if you're wondering, who do the Eagles play next week? Let's actually check it out, shall we? Because I'll be wrapping this stream up in a minute anyway. So, like they were playing to win instead of trying not to lose. Yep. The vibe is different in Minnesota. But next week, the Eagles play Washington. So they have a legit chance after this week to go possibly 3-0. Legit. I think they could go 3-0. But I'm gonna go with the Eagles to win this game. You know, and the Vikings will have to look to bounce back against the Lions. So that'll be a fun game. But I'm gonna go Eagles over the Vikings, and that's gonna wrap up week 2. So let me know what you think. As always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. And I said I wasn't going to go an hour, and I still went an hour. So I'm going to put my picks in the comments on the description for Stephen Rose, so he doesn't have to sit through a freaking hour-long live stream. Okay? And yeah, with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog 99, and I will see you all soon. Not sure when. Soon. I think the latest I might see you is probably Saturday for Ohio State Toledo. Might do a video or two by then, but we'll see. But I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, and I'm out. Bye-bye.